A magnitude 4.9 earthquake has been recorded by seismologists in Afghanistan. An earthquake with a magnitude of 4.9 has occurred in Afghanistan. This is reported by the European Mediterranean Seismological Center. According to seismologists, the origin lay at a depth of 10 kilometers. Epicenter at a distance of 9 kilometers from the city of Baghlan, where about 108,000 people live. There was no information about any damage or casualties. Another 1,000 dead seals were found on the shore of the Caspian Sea in Dagestan. The number of dead seals found on the shore of the Caspian Sea has reached 1,700. Earlier, the number of carcasses found was 700. So far, experts consider natural factors as the main cause of the animals' deaths. Over several days, 1,700 Caspian seal carcasses were found on the coast of the Caspian Sea in Dagestan. Judging by the look of the seals we found, they died about 2 weeks ago. No signs of violent death, no remains of fishing nets were found, said Zor Gapazov, General Director of the Caspian Nature Protection Center. He added that the number of dead animals may increase. This is not the first case of mass death of seals in the Caspian Sea for the last 10 years. The Ministry of Natural Resources of Dagestan pointed out that it happened in 2012 and in 2016. A shipwreck in Congo left 30 people dead and 167 missing. At least 30 people drowned and 167 are missing after a boat capsized in the northwestern Democratic Republic of Congo, Reuters quoted the country's health minister Didier Mbula as saying. 189 people have been rescued, the search is still ongoing, the minister said. According to Mbula, the overturned vessel was overloaded, carrying more than 300 people. The number of casualties could rise, the minister added. A wooden whaling vessel called Mapamboli capsized on the Congo River in the town of Mbandaka on the evening of October 13. In addition to passengers, the ship was carrying cargo such as sacks of cement, iron rods and thousands of liters of fuel, Congolese publication Actualite wrote. The ship was on a voyage to Balamba, a territory located more than 300 kilometers from the city of Mbandaka. According to Actualite, the crash was due to failure to comply with navigational measures, including overloading and a night voyage. The publication also reported that hospital morgues in Mbandaka are already overflowing with victims of the crash.
Улицы грузинского Кабулете превратились в бурные реки из-за ливней. В Западной Грузии бушует непогода. Улицы причерноморского Кабулете превратились в бурные реки. Подтоплены первые этажи зданий и магазинов, а жители высокогорных сел готовятся к эвакуации из-за схода оползней. Попасть из Батуми в Кабулете на автомобиле невозможно. Магистрали словно водохранилище. Дождь не прекращается. Но, несмотря на предупреждения синоптиков и Департамента по чрезвычайным ситуациям об ожидаемых осадках, водители решили отправиться в путь и застряли. Не лучше ситуация в частном секторе. Подтоплены дворы, подвалы и первые этажи домов. Пострадали сельскохозяйственные угодья. Бьют тревогу и жители окрестных сел. От побережья 3-4 километра и уже крутые склоны и отвесные террасы. Из-за дождя сошли оползни. Пострадали десятки домов. Жильцов пока переселят в безопасные места. После того, как в ситуации разберутся специалисты и выдадут заключение, станет понятно, подлежат ли жилища восстановлению.
An earthquake with a magnitude of 4.7 has occurred in Georgia, the country's National Seismic Monitoring Center reports. Specialists recorded the tremor 2 kilometers from the village of Lelyubani or 4 kilometers in the northeastern direction from Tbilisi. 27 kilometers was the depth of the earthquake. Seismic activity was noticed by employees at 8 o'clock local time or 7 o'clock Moscow time. Earlier, earth tremors with a magnitude of 4.6 were recorded in the southeast of Turkey in the province of Kahramanmaraş. The consequences of the storm are being eliminated in Grozny. Violent winds, heavy rain and hail hit the republic. Even a construction crane could not withstand it. Some roads were flooded. The wind tore down billboards, tore off roofs, felled trees and power lines. Some residents were left without light. The situation is under the personal control of the head of Chechnya. Ramzan Kadyrov has instructed the emergency services to assess the damage, eliminate the consequences and help the victims. Bad weather is also possible tomorrow. This was warned in the Crisis Management Center of the Republic's Emergencies Ministry. Heavy hail has caused significant damage to motorists in Novosibirsk. Bad weather hit the city on Monday evening. First it rained heavily, then large hail fell. The situation was aggravated by the fact that hailstones the size of a hen's egg flew during rush hour when many cars were on crowded streets. As a result, cars were dented and some cars lost their windows. Owners of parked cars tried to save them from damage by covering them with blankets and carpets, but this did not help everyone. The hail stopped as suddenly as it started. Earlier, hail the size of an apple hit Krasnodar and a number of Kuban districts. In the US, 2 tornadoes hit the state of Texas and destroyed homes and uprooted trees and utility poles. The tornadoes and strong winds caused damage and widespread power outages in Texas and Louisiana. At the height of the storm, more than 350,000 customers in Texas were without power, more than half of them in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, where wind gusts of up to 130 km per hour were recorded. A large tornado swept through a residential neighborhood in North Lake in Winsboro, Texas, leaving residents in shock as the tornado passed through. Another large tornado struck Jefferson City around 5:25 p.m. Eastern Time. This tornado caused significant damage, including dozens of downed trees that fell on mobile homes, power lines and roads. The damage was so extensive that 2 rows of trees that previously bordered a private driveway were completely uprooted and blocking the road.